Hey y'all. So I wanted to try something different today and take you on my process for doing a client presentation. So I do it in Canva. I take all the elements that I created in Adobe Illustrator and I load them in and I create this beautiful presentation. And then I record it for the client to see so that way they know like kind of my thought process when I was doing the design or anything that I might want them to think about or consider. And I'm excited to actually share this one with one of my clients. It's one of my like favorite clients. Yeah, so let's just get started. I'm going to cue you after this little intro to my behind the scenes of Canva present screen, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like when I am presenting a client with their logo design option. All right, BRB. Okay, so here is my setup. I have my MacBook, of course. I have an extended camera that goes on top. I also have a new microphone, which is actually I really like. If you interested, boom, do your thing, shoot your shot with it. Yeah, so this is my setup. I like to stand. I have a standing desk. I like to kind of stand up because it makes me feel like authoritative and like really into with it. I'm more lackadaisical when I sit down. But here goes nothing. Let's get it. Without further ado, I want to present to you your logo design concept for Neema Kids. And let's just get started. So, you already remember the rules, which is please take a look at it. Give yourself about 24 hours to kind of sit, think on it, formulate all your questions, comments, concerns that you might have. Also, this link is definitely shareable, so please feel free to send that out to whoever they need to. You want to see it, and then also watch it again. Mute me, but then watch it again in its totality. And I cannot wait to hear your thoughts. So, first, we have Neema Kids. All right, this is the opening slide where you can kind of get a little idea of where we're headed, but I can't wait to explain to you the reasoning behind where we are. So, as we always started before, here's your mood board with your colors. And the good thing about this color palette that pays homage to your current branding for your dance and gymnastics studio is that the pinks and the red are all and the purple are already colors instilled in your design color palette. That is already with your brand style guide for Neema, and they carry over to this to help create this relationship and this flow together of your brands. Even though we went ahead and changed the fonts. So, just starting off really basic, we also know that I like to show you your logo in black and white because if you cannot stand in black and white, what are we doing? Color is amazing, but sometimes we might not have access to it. So, we have Neema Kids in this bubbly font, and I liked it because, of course, kids, you think that they're bubbly, they're full of personality. But this is a twofold. This is the first time that you will actually see this presentation. You have a lot of different options to choose from with one brand actually as a whole. Okay. So this is your Neema Kids just written out plain. Then I had this idea of Neema Kids. In the inspiration in the mood board, we saw that the kids like to explore imagination. This is a before and after care, right? So we want kids to feel like they can explore before school, after school, even if they are there all day. We want to ensure that their mind is still going. Yes, it's great to have fun, but imagination runs wild, and it's always a beautiful thing for people and for kids, and parents love to know that the kids have this free will, right? So I envision the kids taking the letters and creating things, right, to make it their own space, making it customizable in a sense. So for this graphic, well, for this logo design where it says Neema Kids, simple like a B, also a crown, a marker, glasses on the letter M. It could be a cherry, things like that. This is all interchangeable. And as you'll see, I created different icons that are interchangeable. But this allows the kids to kind of imagine what they see letters to be like, imagine what the word looks like, and to be able to create their own space, like I said from before. So this is your submark. This is the letter N and the letter K put together to kind of create this like imagery, but icon. And we will also come back to this when you see the whole flow of where my thoughts are going with this N and K. And you also have an additional submark. See, two submarks this time. And then this one is NK, and this is just written out horizontal, right? For Neema Kidz, and it's horizontal, and you can use it interchangeably. But with those two icons also comes a whole new set of icons. All right. So this is where imagination exploration from kids runs wild. So as you can see, this is the K from Neema Kidz. And the thought process is to what as a child, I love channeling my 5-year-old self in this, I must admit. But what as a child could I envision, right? And I didn't even want to make sure that it was toddlers or big kids. I feel like it's just all kids around the board, right? Any age, they doodle, they tinker, and what does that look like? So for the letter K, I created one where it's just a flower, then another one was a chicken, a butterfly, and a bunny. I love the bunny. You know. So with that, then the submark of the N and the K put together, same concept, right? What does this look like in the imagination of a child? So we have a flamingo, a dinosaur, a giraffe. And then the letter N is a bee, a bitten apple, and a sundae. This can go as far as as in depth as you want it to be. These are just some that I so happily drew for this brand for you to see right now in this phase. But you can also come back, and I know that dance and gymnastics is still, of course, a main focal point from the studio as a whole, and we could definitely explore those as well. But for this part right here, for showing you, I wanted to make sure that we honed into the before and after care aspect of it all. Okay, so with that comes mock-ups. I created this billboard mock-up using the icons that we have created in the Neema Kidz, and it simply says growing minds and happy hearts. As you can see in the background, these are the brand colors. I went with the red being the most focal because that is in your current palette, and I wanted to make sure that we show the awareness of that and pay homage to it as well. And then as you can see, we have the N with the bumblebee, the bunny, the dinosaur, the butterfly, and they kind of just tie in to create another graphical element outside of photos. Okay. Then, of course, if you have people that come into the before and after care and maybe you want to gift them a welcome box, like thank you for being a part and being one of Neema's kids. I created these gift box for you. Same thing. The pattern really holds true to the design here, where it's outlined and then it's basic block on the top. And then also where we see these icons stretched bigger with Neema Kidz on the border of the box, as well as the submark with no imagination. That's what we'll call it, with no imagination added to it, just the actual solid brand identity for this one. And then finally, I also mocked up a shirt, what it would look like for kids to buy apparel. I know with your current branding for your dance studio, there is apparel, and I think, hey, why not have like a uniform type or something uniform-esque for your before and after kids as well, because I know that's also a sector of a store coming into the studio. So this is just one little example of what a shirt could potentially look like, unisex, of course, and it will use for boys, girls, old, young, not too old though, but it'll show them and show you the possibilities of other apparel that could come down the line with using this type of branding. Okay. So, as always, I want to thank you for entrusting Snipes Design Agency and me with your brand design needs. Again, take a look at it, put me on mute, and then look at it again. And I cannot wait to hear your thoughts, what your initial reactions are, and if we have any edits that need to be made. Thank you again. Talk to you soon. Okay, so I am done recording. That is always so much fun to me. Like recording and presenting my designs is always the fun part. I really wish I could see their like reactions in real time, good or bad. But that is all. So I'm going to send this off to them, and I'm going to sign off from you. And I hope you guys enjoy it.